Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join me today for what might be one of my most ambitious meal preps ever. I say ambitious because I'm making 5 things. I reeled myself in from the 7 things I wanted to make, but I'm still making 5 things and I've already spent 1 hour chopping all my vegetables. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is put this tray of vegetables in the oven to roast for some oil-free oven roasted salsa. So this is just green peppers, jalapenos, and tomatoes. So that tray will roast in the oven at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes. And then when it comes out, I'll blend up the tomatoes and peppers in my Ninja. And after those are blended, I'll add some fresh chopped cilantro and red onion and then blend a little more. So oven roasted salsa will be my first dish. Basically, I've been wanting light, fresh, easy, pre-made lunches. And something I got really into last summer was using romaine lettuce and making like lettuce wraps or lettuce boats with different fillings. So I bought some romaine lettuce, which looks bigger than I remember it last year, but I'm gonna do 2 different things for filling for these. So the first filling I'm making for my romaine boats is my quinoa taco mix, which basically I just cook some quinoa and then I add that to peppers and onions that I've done in some veggie broth, along with tomatoes, black beans, and corn. If it seems like I make this quinoa mix in a lot of my meal prep videos, it's because I do. It's because it's like one of my favorite things to eat that I have like never gotten sick of. The second filling I'm going to make for my romaine boats is going to be a batch of my oil-free chickpea of the sea, which is basically chickpeas, hearts of palm, chopped celery and onion, Old Bay seasoning, some dill. I like to use dill relish. I'll post a link to that video if you want to watch the whole recipe, but basically all that just gets blended up in the Ninja and then it's a cool sandwich filling I can just keep in the fridge. Next, I'm gonna mix up a batch of pasta salad with like a Mexican twist. So I've got peppers and onions in here. I'm gonna add some black beans, some corn, and I forgot to chop cilantro for this, so back to the cutting board. And normally I do this pasta salad with rotini, but I am super excited to try out this mini farfalle. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but I love the big kind of this pasta. I think the mini one, it's just so cute. So this next dish I haven't exactly made before. Obviously I've made stir fries a lot. So I have 2 bags of stir fry veg that I got marked down. So my idea is that I'm gonna put the vegetables in the Ninja to chop them up so that they'll be a little bit smaller. Because instead of doing a warm stir fry, I'm gonna make these noodles and make it into like a cold noodle salad. I used to buy some noodles like this in the refrigerated section, and then when I was looking at them, I realized like how much crap they had in them. The only ingredient in these is organic brown rice. So I feel like Dr. McDougall would approve of that. So the first thing I'm gonna put together that I'll show you right now is my carrot dogs. So I've already peeled and cut my carrots, so they should be about bun length. If I was taking these somewhere, like to a barbecue or something, I might try a little bit harder to make them even instead of like little on that end and really thick on that end. Make them more like uniform shape. But these are just for me to eat personally, and I really don't care. So I was getting kind of sick of chopping vegetables. So carrot dogs peeled and cut into about bun length. Then I'm gonna make a marinade, and the carrot dogs get cooked right in the marinade. I basically make the marinade right on top of the carrot dogs and then add enough water to cover the carrot dogs, and then I'll cook them for 30 to 40 minutes. First ingredient, a little soy sauce. I'm sorry I don't measure anything. Some garlic powder. Little bit of maple syrup because I like it sweet. And I've also used brown sugar in this recipe. I'm just out right now. And then in my opinion, these are the 2 most important ingredients to get a good flavor for your carrot dogs. Definitely the liquid smoke, and I use the hickory one, but steak sauce, this is what I think makes them really good. So the carrot dogs and the salsa are both on, and both should take about 40 minutes. And hopefully during that 40 minutes, I can get a lot of this other stuff done. I said this was an ambitious meal prep. In over my head might have been a little more accurate, but it's humid and rainy out today, hence the all-natural hair. So I've got nothing else to do besides meal prep. So I think I can get this done in 2 hours. I really want to say an hour and a half, but I'm trying to be realistic. So I actually took notes on this meal prep because I was trying to think about it in my head. So I'm trying to only have 2 pans on the stove along with the carrot dogs. Like when I have all 4 burners going, it's like way too much. So I'm gonna cook the pasta for the pasta salad first while I chop the Asian vegetables. Then I'll cook the Asian vegetables with the Asian noodles, and then I'll cook the quinoa with the peppers and onions. Wish me luck. finally done with my meal prep. I am quite tired. I was correct, it did take close to 2 hours. I took like a 3-minute break and I had to wash dishes twice. But yeah, an hour of prepping before the prepping, so really it was like almost 3 hours. But this should last me at least a week, and some of the taco mix is gonna go in the freezer. And I actually tried to make smaller batches. My salsa, my carrot dogs, and the chickpea, I like cut all of those batches in half. So I still ended up with a ton of food. So I don't know if you could tell during the meal prep portion of this video, but I totally burnt the tray of salsa vegetables. first I actually dropped the entire tray of vegetables on like the door of my oven when my oven was open and I was going to put them in. And then I burnt them, and then I forgot to add garlic. Oh my gosh, I didn't add any salt or pepper either. I have no idea if this salsa is going to taste good. I think it looks good, and it has a different sort of smell than like normal. I'm assuming because I like burnt the tomatoes. So I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to this, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious. And I did my regular like double-sized batch of my quinoa taco mix because this freezes really well, and it's something that I always like to have extra of in the freezer to pull out for when I don't feel like cooking. So this container of taco mix is going in the freezer. And then I'll put these two in the fridge, but I don't think I can eat both of these along with everything else. And since I know this freezes good, one of these is probably gonna get frozen too. And then I just ended up with the one container of my chickpea of the sea, and it's not completely full, but pretty close. And then this is the Asian noodle salad I made that I'm gonna try to eat cold. I was shocked at how those 2 bags of vegetables cooked down. I thought that was gonna be way too many vegetables, but then I think it ended up being like a good ratio with the noodle. And the sauce you saw me add to this was just the teriyaki sauce that like came with the vegetables. I don't have a fancy teriyaki sauce recipe yet. And here's my carrot dogs. I'm gonna leave these right in this marinade until I eat them. I think these are best on the grill. I just love them on the grill so much. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna eat those. And then I ended up with quite a bit of my pasta salad. This was 2 cups of dry pasta, and then it was over 4 cups of vegetables. And then I just do a little Italian dressing that isn't even really like for seasoning as much as it's like to keep the pasta from being sticky, you know? So this has been one of my favorite summertime lunches. So that is all for my summertime meal prep. It took about 3 hours, but I definitely have food for over a week and definitely stuff to put in the freezer too, so. I'm currently following 50-50 plates for maximum weight loss, so most of this is like starch stuff. I guess that noodle salad is probably kind of 50-50. Anyway, I'm gonna have to chop some broccoli and cauliflower and asparagus, cook a few things like that, but I will have the majority of my food cooked for at least a week. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back again soon. Be well.